Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and I am joined by my friend Vanessa for Christmas in July. Vanessa, what's going on?
Hey everyone. Hey Heath.
Tell me what you want to talk about for Christmas in July.
British Christmas TV specials.
You were pointing out to me all the tradition of British television at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's over there in the UK. It's a huge thing. I know that in Canada and the US, we also have our Christmas specials, but it doesn't seem as big of a tradition as it is in the UK. So over there, I mean, almost every single TV show that they produce, there's always a Christmas special. And whether or not it's actually Christmas themed, it's always like a special event to tune into. And some of those episodes end up being like feature length specials, which is fantastic. And I don't think any of our TV series really do that unless I'm like totally blanking on some.
I mean, I can think of Christmas episodes of certain shows, like, oh, well, it's the Christmas episode of The Office, or
But
something
it's
like
just regular episodes. There's really no like special build up. But in the UK, I mean, whole families will tune in, and their monthly TV guide, which is called Radio Times. There, they release like a double size special issue every December, and it breaks down all the new Christmas specials, all the classic ones that are going to be airing, all the Christmas films that are going to be on, and families will sit down in front of the TV together and watch this content. And I don't really think that we do that here.
I don't know that we do. We have Christmas specials that we like Charlie Brown Christmas and
Yeah.
things like that. But yeah, it's a very specific thing that I think is specific to the UK. Doctor Who, we were kind of talking a little bit about Doctor Who. That's a huge one, and because usually the Doctor Who season has wrapped and it can be months, but at Christmas time you're going to get this special episode of Doctor Who, and it's going to be on the cover of magazines, and there's going to be merchandise. It's huge.
Yeah, and you actually brought up a good point is the TV series, the season could totally be wrapped and production is done. But you know that there's a Christmas special coming, regardless if the series is done filming for that specific season or not. So yeah, that's a great point.
It's amazing that the anticipation, right? You get that anticipation for Christmas and the anticipation for your show, like they've connected the two. And that's actually, I think it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it is because it gives the whole family something to look forward to, and we just don't get that here.
Did you have some that you wanted to talk about? Any that you prefer?
Yeah, so I grew up watching a lot of classic British comedies, and my favorite Christmas special is Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. And it's only half an hour. It's not like a feature length episode, but we watch that as a family every single Christmas Eve without fail. We have to watch that special. So that's my number one all-time favorite. And then when you think of classic British sitcoms like Only Fools and Horses, Are You Being Served, Keeping Up Appearances, Vicar of Dibley, they all have Christmas specials, and they're all like just so heartwarming. And you could tell that the production value for those specific episodes was upped a bit compared to the rest of the series, because the producers know like this is a special time of the year and we want to really please our audience, and they're just fantastic.
That's great. Is Red Nose Day a Christmas event?
I think it definitely takes place in the winter. I think
Yeah.
it's in December, January, but I could be wrong. And yeah, they produce all specials for that, what is it,
Mhm.
week or two? Yeah.
I just know, like, I would always have to. I'm just gonna say this. I would always have to pirate and illegally download the Doctor Who Red Nose Day, whatever It'd be like 3 minutes long, but it was essential.
Yeah, I used to do the same for the Vicar of Dibley. They've done it maybe 5 or 6 times. They participated in the Red Nose special. So yeah, I used to do the same thing.
Any other Christmas specials that you want to talk about, or you want to delve into any more of them in depth? Like, what is it that's what are we missing out on because we don't have this? I feel like it's this. it's a more uplifting. I don't know, like North America seems like such a cynical place, and the UK can be cynical too. But this is a beautiful thing where it's like you point out, like it's there's always a hopefulness. I'm more familiar with the Doctor Who ones, so that's what I can speak about. But I know that you always feel good when it's over. It's never like they killed so and so. It's a beautiful thing, and it's really just like warm, and it feels like a holdover from another time.
I agree. The British Christmas specials, there's a sense of coziness about them that we don't necessarily get with ours. I think for North America, our Christmas specials, if we have any, they just seem like, oh, I hate to say this, but a marketing gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the UK ones, it's just, there's a warmth about them. There's a real coziness about them. And when they're done airing and you've finished watching it either by yourself or with your family, your loved ones, there's just a great sense of peace and satisfaction. And you almost want to say, oh, I want to watch that again, like play it again. Whereas, I don't know, if you're watching a Christmas episode of The Office, yes, it's hilarious and it's satisfying, but you don't get that warmth with it. At least I don't.
Do you think it? No, I think that's fair. Do you think it's because in America, and you can speak to Canada as well, but in America, the whole system, the whole market, the whole television market is geared towards advertising dollars and ratings. And in the UK, it's, you're paying for your television already. You pay for BBC. I believe, I mean, I know you used to. I think you still do.
Yes, yeah, you have to pay for a license. Yeah, so in North America, Canada as well, yeah, everything is based on ads and commercials and sponsorship dollars. Whereas in the UK, usually, especially if something airs on the BBC, there's no commercial break. Or if there is one, there's only one at like the halfway point. It's not like every 5 minutes there's commercials. It's totally different there.
Yeah. And it's beautiful too. Speaking about the beautiful side of that, there's no chasing syndication because syndication isn't really a thing. I remember hearing Stephen Merchant talking about this in an interview. He's like, well, the American Office was great because I mean, he has like 19 houses now because of the American Office, but that premise was like a 13 episode premise. And I think there's a Christmas special for that too, now that I'm thinking about it, for the Ricky Gervais Office as well.
Yeah.
So it really cuts off some of the, I mean, for lack of a better word, it's greed. It cuts off some of that greed and you can just tell the story. So Mr. Bean is one. If you could pick three for people to go who might not, who are like, well, I want to check that out. Could you narrow it down to two others besides Mr. Bean? What would be your favorites?
Oh, okay. For there's a show. It was produced in the early to mid 90s. It's called Keeping Up Appearances. It's about a middle class housewife. Hilarious. There's one Christmas special. It's not Christmas themed, but it aired around the holidays. And it's when her and her husband go cruising on the QE2 cruise ship. Oh my God, please watch that. It's a feature length episode. Fantastic stuff. Oh my God, they think they're stowaways on the ship. Well, first they even miss the ship. They miss it and then they have to hurry up and catch it at the next docking station. Oh, it's just fantastic. So there's that one, Keeping Up Appearances.
That's two.
And my last one is any Christmas episode that the Vicar of Dibley produced, because that is just such a heartwarming show. And I know now there's a few of the actors that have passed on, sadly. And one of them, she died tragically young. She died of a heart attack. I think her name is Emma Chambers. And she plays Alice Tinker in Vicar of Dibley. She's almost like the village idiot. I feel bad saying that, but that's actually how she's described in the series. So any Christmas episode that show released, it's just, it'll make you feel like $1,000,000 by the time it's done. It's just so cozy and so comforting. And it's the perfect Christmas experience.
That sounds great. The sad thing is that it's going to be hard for some Americans to track these down, but I think that there's always a way. Maybe some of these are on YouTube. I don't know.
There's some on YouTube. I know that Mr. Bean you can find on YouTube. It's the whole episode with no commercials or any ads or anything. And all the series I mentioned, they're either out on DVD, Blu-ray, or you can find them on PBS. PBS stations, depending on your area, they always air classic British sitcoms. So you can find them on there as well.
Wonderful. Well, anything else that you want to say to tell people to go look for before we ride off, before we load up the sleigh and head off?
I can't wait till the actual Christmas. I know it's only Christmas in July, but guys, it's 6 months away. So just enjoy these Christmas specials. Watch as many as you can.
It's so funny, right? Because one of the reasons that I wanted to do this is like we everybody loves Christmas so much and they live it at Christmas time. I mean, not everybody, but most people do. Most people are like, it's not long enough. And we're always nicer to each other at Christmas time, and we're happier. And if we could just carry that over into other aspects, make it last longer. So yeah, this is like a little bit of, it's like a desert. It's like an oasis in the desert until we can make it to December.
Yeah, perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here and talking about some recommendations and some of your favorite British Christmas specials. This has been a blast. Where can people keep up with you and what's going on?
You guys can find me on Twitter. My handle is @Vanessa Buttino.
Yep, wonderful. I'll put it in the description of this video, and I'm going to reference our playlist that has all of our collaborations in that just one simple playlist. You can click it and see everything that you've done. We've got a wonderful video about it's weird to say, but it's a wonderful video about cancel culture because it's such an open, positive conversation. And then I'm so proud of our video about Thelma Todd too. What you brought to that, the knowledge, so good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's my favorite of our videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Because it's got a murder in it.
No, because it's about Thelma Todd and everyone needs to know who she was.
That's right. And you can learn all about it in that video. It's we're so proud of it. So Vanessa, thank you. This has been a blast, and I'm going to have to go check out some of these episodes.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
And guys, thank you for watching this video and continue the conversation. What are some of your favorite Christmas specials, especially if you're in the UK and you see these every single year? Let us know what some of your favorites are, and we'll continue that conversation in the comments below. So guys, thanks, take care, and until next time, we will catch you later.